mind you, the company I was in management for, right, it was a beverage company, but this was like the lowest paying company in that sector of the industry, right? So you can imagine it was hard to obtain and maintain drivers, right? We found a way because we made the environment, a real welcoming environment, right? But nonetheless, right, it was hard to get, people to come and people to stay, right? Because of the pay. So, I had the bright idea. I was like, man, hell, let's go to some of these schools because, the company I was working for, we were hiring people with no experience. So if you were straight out of school, you could come through. As a matter of fact, I said in a previous video, I started there straight out of driving school, right? So, years later, we still taking them fresh out of school, but we wasn't getting no hits, right? But we needed to up our head count, right? So, let's go visit some of these schools, right? And we went to maybe 3 schools. Gave our business cards, like, hey, we're hiring drivers fresh out of school. They can apply now, pending they get their license, right? They can get hired. I forgot the term, but you can get hired pending that you're gonna get your license, right? And when you get your license, come on, we got a job for you. You know what I'm saying? So we was doing that, and we ended up at this one school, and I'll say, man, like this, the people we were talking to barely spoke English, and they were the people running the school. They barely spoke any English. Like we having a hard time having this conversation about, hey, we're here. They was like, what y'all here for? We trying to tell them like, hey, we work for this company. We the managers or whatever, and we hire people fresh out of school. Like, hey, here go a car, you can call. And they was looking skeptical because they didn't much speak English, so they probably knew it. And I gotta keep it 100, right? At this time, because this was years ago, but at this time, I didn't know that you had to speak English to get your CDLs. I had no idea, right? Because hell, when I got into the industry, it was a lot of people who barely spoke English. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I thought it was free for all, right? Here we are all these years later, like, man, that's been a law since the beginning of time. But you got these schools with non-speaking instructors, non-English speaking instructors teaching these classes. So of course they're not really, you know who they teaching. You know what I mean?